What is poppin', people? This is Jay Bear here, bringing you all BBR week number 3, Team Builder and Battle, going up against Dell, aka D Double. Before I get into everything, I just want to let you all know, or I guess kindly ask to please leave a like and subscribe, if especially if you're new, joining from like watching me maybe do some Shuckle Premier League analyst work. I would hope that you want to watch me battle Pokemon so I can actually show you, that my insight isn't coming from nowhere. I actually kind of know how to play the game. But with all that being said, I just also wanted to give a quick shout out to the people who helped me a lot with this build this week. Cly's first and foremost. He kind of helped me materialize it, bring all my ideas onto paper, and rolled me in a mock, so that helped me make a couple of very nice changes. And then Chef, Pokelee, Nim, thank you as well for the mocks. And with all that being said, we can just get into the matchup analysis. Dell has a super scary team, but I think he drafted in a way that left his team with some weaknesses that I am looking to exploit. Greninja, Zapdos, Ursaluna, Slowking, Kyurem is a fantastic top core, but it's really weak to Fairy, and he ultimately grabbed a Steel that doesn't have a great SpDef stat nor resists Fairy. So that's going to be something that I look to exploit this week. And then Mimikyu is the only Latios answer, but you'll see I actually don't want to bring Latios here for another very specific play reason. But I think it's also a solid Trick Room setter here in this matchup, and potentially an offensive Mimikyu could be really annoying for me. Weezing is the sole Fairy resist, but doesn't really have a great matchup into my Fairy. Primarina just kind of gets surfed and dies. Arbolive I actually think has a surprisingly decent niche here. It's really the only thing that can kind of switch into Prim, but it also loses to pretty much the rest of my team. And Crab, it's scary. Dell did work with it last week, but it's still a Crabominable. It's not the strongest Pokemon in the world. So yeah, we can get into a little bit of matchup analysis on my side. I talked a little bit about Latios and how I didn't want to bring it. That is because Slowking can just come in, chilly out, get Greninja in, and Greninja's super scary for my team. Or even come in, if I Draco, chilly out, get Ursaluna in, and that's also another super scary threat for my team. Ursaluna, I think, can either go Water or Fairy here in order to really pressure my team, and especially get a super effective stab for Great Tusk. And Terra Blast is also really annoying. If you actually get a chance to see my Great Tusk set, you'll see why. But hopefully we can force it to Terra, because that makes Jolteon super good here. And yeah, that'd be super beneficial for us. Cinderace, he has no real resist. I think there is an off chance he brings Bulletproof Ursaluna for Pyro Ball, but if he does, we can work around that. Overquill looks really good because he doesn't have any hazard removal, but it lets in a few Pokemon that I don't want to let in, so it was kind of tough to bring. And he also could just spam Boots on Greninja, Zapdos, which is something to consider. My Jirachi here looks super solid. I kind of need a little bit more of a specially defensive one for Zapdos Kyurem, but that's okay. I have a pretty cool tech option on it that I hope you all enjoy. Prim, like I mentioned, super good here because of the Fairy offense. Slitherwing kind of holds Greninja back a little bit and forces a lot of very weird move slot issues for it. And then Jolteon, I think, also looks really solid here with just Ursaluna standing in the way. But yeah, we can actually go ahead and get into what I am bringing. Starting with our two Terra captains, Great Tusk is rocking Terra Fire this week with Rocks, Endure, Close Combat, and Knockoff, holding a Rocky Helmet. This is kind of just meant to put Ursaluna in the blender a little bit. We can get up our Rocks as well, which I think is pretty nice. Close Combat does really solid damage to most of his team. And Knockoff for Slowking and removing Zapdos' Boots both seemed really, really solid for me. Jolteon is our second Terra captain here. What I like is that this week neither Pokemon is too pressured to Terra. Jolteon has Terra Fairy just to get a little bit of a damage bump in with the Alluring Voice option, and then we're just Calm Mind sub with Thunderbolt and Alluring Voice. We outspeed the entire team. It's great. Gives us a Greninja Revenge option should it be non-scarfed or boosted, like a Protean Greninja Revenging option. Our lead this week is Primarina. We will be holding a Room Service, Moonblast sub, Encore Surf. It's also could have been our Grand Answer with Kevia, but I ultimately decided that I really get rolled if he gets off an early game Trick Room, and this really helps me combat against that. Cinder with the Choice Band here is super good. Pyro, Quick Attack, U-Turn. I didn't need a fourth attack, so I went Flare Blitz on the off chance that he is Bulletproof Ursaluna. Being able to click Flare Blitz into that is great, and also potentially setting up an endgame where we can't afford to miss. That's another great thing. We do have to be weary of Zapdos static, but obviously Pyro Ball doesn't proc the static. But yeah, we will just like drop a Slowking super low or kill it, drop Gren or kill it. And then Quick Attack is great to like revenge Greninjas. I don't think it can really fit Shuriken in this matchup. I think it kind of wants, if it's like Protean, maybe, but on the like Battle Bond sets, it kind of needs Protect and Swords Dance in order to really get through my team. Speaking of, I have Slitherwing with the first impression, U-turn, close combat, and headbutt. We're Assault Vested, so that we take on any Gren hit. And then we live +3 liquidation. So like if he Sword Stances and Battle Bonds up, we live that. Obviously we fold to like an Aerial Ace or something. And then our last mon is Jirachi. The interesting set that I am this week is Meteor Beam, but still very spadef to take on Zapdos and Kira. Meteor Beam should do like 60 to 80 to both of them. Closer to like 85-90 on a more offensive Zapdos. And that is great. And then I have Wish to stay healthy and pass wishes to the team. Usually a lot of his Jirachi initial switch-ins after that Meteor Beam are pretty passive, allowing me to wish off and pass it to the team. His rocks aren't super good, so you see we have no boots, no removal, but that's okay. It's just Cobalion, and I don't think Cobalian's particularly good. Pretty much my entire team beats Cobalion, so yeah, we'll be leading Prim and clicking some buttons. But I hope that you guys enjoy the battle. I'll see you then. Peace. Alrighty, and we are in the battle going up against Dell. He told us Ghost Ursaluna. Bit of an interesting comp. No Slowking is a really interesting one. I really wish I had Latios then. And we do see the Wheezing. T-Spikes could get really annoying here if you were to do that. Don't want to deviate from my Prim lead, seeing as there is no Slowking. Low-key, like, Prim doesn't look that good compared to what it could have been. But I'm still just going to lead it. Very weird build on Dell's end. But yeah, let's just not overthink. No Kyurem either, so a lot of the big threats not there. But yeah, good luck, have fun. Hopefully I don't play this one too terribly. I think I'll, and just don't panic in front of the weird, unpredicted Pokemon. I don't, like, you don't bring T-Spikes into Overquill, Great Tusk, Cinderace, right? Zippy is Zapdos. Do I just want to take my damage on this thing? Because, like, Jolteon's so free, right? Like, that's the whole, like, dynamic with the Zapdos. Is, like, you're just going to U-turn out, not let in the Jolteon for free. That's just kind of how the mocks have been going. I feel like just, yeah, clicking a free Moonblast is free. Yeah. Maybe I'm tripping, but, like, if not, I'll live one on max HP, max special attack, so. Alright, let's see. Getting Chip on this potentially puts it in range of Jirachi Meteor Beam, which is a big one. He just Raw Hurricanes, that's also fine. Shouldn't do too much. And we just get a big Moonblast off. Looks like pretty spadef. This time, I will go into... I want Jirachi. I think Jolteon is fine. Potentially block an electric move that could be trying to take me out. And then theoretically I can just double or Thunderbolt if he stays in. He Volts, gets it blocked by the Volt Absorb. Now I'm going to make a bit of an aggressive Cinderace here. I think either Ursaluna or Arb come out, and an aggressive Cinderace should really capitalize well on that. Maybe he Roosts, that's also fine. Maybe he U-turns. Okay, perfect. Stuffed is Mimikyu? Oh, Arb. Cool. Yeah, Choice Banded Pyro Ball time. Maybe... Is it worth Flare Blitzing on a potential bulletproof Ursaluna? No, because then you're not really that scary. Is it worth U-turning on a potential static Zapdos? I also don't think so. I'm just going to Pyro Ball. Hacken is Wheezing. That's fine. We connect and do over half. Fantastic. And we'll just click it again. Even if you are T-Spikes, nothing to worry about. That's really, like, no damage. Or, I mean, like, no bulk? Is, I think... Are you Scarf Wheezing? I should have... No, because I'm, like, adamant. Because Cobalion wasn't really real here. So, like, theoretically, Scarf Wheezing could be creeping me. and like clicking Destiny Bond or some shit. Clicked really fast to not even consider it, but that's not a real set here. Maybe it is, and I'm stupid, but I feel like this is okay. So we just pick it off. Fantastic. Cinderace picks 1. That's great. And now you get like into, yes, you get into potentially Gren, but given the state of this game, I'm okay going Prim, given what you have. And if you gunk me, you gunk me. That's okay. Yeah, that's Gren. That font indicates Ashgren, right? Yeah, you're male, so you can be Ashgren. You're not shiny. And that font, all, like, come on. Like, everyone puts that font, and, like, it's just, I could also go Jirachi. It's a bit aggressive, but, like, given, like, the move slots that this thing has as a probable Ashgren, Jirachi aggressively is actually okay. He Grass Knots, so that's great. We should live Dark Pulse if he wants to go for that, but I think you're just going to pull out your Zapdos here, and I can Meteor Beam it. Yeah, go Zapdos, please. Stuffed is Arb, that's fine. I can Psychic this thing down. Or I can, like, Wish stuff, but I think just Psychicking down is probably fine. Cool. Connecting. Awesome. That does, like, nothing. And Seed Sower happens. Is that, like, Assault Vested damage? This point, I think you're probable Assault Vest. I can just hard Bug. Yeah, hard Bug is fine. Ashgren special, so I don't really have to worry about the Swords Dance calc staying at full. And I think you're just Earth Powering here. Yeah, that'll do negative damage. Fantastic. We'll probably get most of that back. Awesome. And now I can just click a U-turn. If you go Zapdos, I get free Cinder. If you go Mimikyu, I also can get free Cinder. Yeah, I can just U-turn. Oh, you stay in. It's fine. I expect Alluring Voice, potentially. I can just go into my Cinderace. Worst case, I will live in Earth Power, should he choose to go for it, but yeah, just Alluring Voice. It's fine. I believe Pokéley or Chef, I think it was Pokéley brought like this exact set in one of the mocks we did, which is super helpful. But yeah, I can just Pyro Ball now. Get another one. Cool. Fantastic. That's like Jolteon's biggest foe. Biggest potential obstacle here gone. And then I can go Prim and sack it to... sacking it to the ground might be a bit, but like you're... At worst case, clicking a special move. Vietnam is Mimikyu. Okay, I just make this trade now. I just try to trade through this team. Ghost is a bit of a spooky type for me, so... I'll just try to break... We break the Disguise. Fantastic. Prevent, like, any Swords Dance shenanigans. He was red card. That is fine. Are you getting, like, a Trick Room off here? Just don't show me Slither. Cool, that's perfectly fine by me. We get Prim and Trick Room, and our room service pops off. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, baby. I can just Moonblast for free now. Grass goes away, and you don't have a Prim switch in because your Fairy Resist is dead. Yeah, I just Moonblast. Shout out Cly's helping me with this Prim set, getting that room service on there. Fantastic. And Mimi Curses kills itself. That's okay. We'll just get a shit ton of damage off on whatever comes in and go down ourselves in 2 turns. That's perfectly fine by me. That's a perfect timeline, I think, for what we need to do. We live anything. So Circus is at the bear. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I can just Moonblast. You're gonna tear a ghost. And then if you do something cheeky like a Swords Dance, I can Encore it. And that'll get us through Trick Room. So yeah, Guts also hasn't procced yet. But yeah, at this point I have enough pieces to get through Trick Room. We're up 6-3, so hold on. Okay. My computer's lagging, but the video looks okay, which is what really matters. Ghost pops off. Okay. And Moonblast comes out. Video. Alright, another quick J-Bear break. I don't know what it is with my BBR footage, but it has been a glitchy season for me. However, it's worked in NCP, so. But basically, you just witnessed Ursaluna terrestrialize, and what you didn't see is my Primarina went for Moonblast and then ate a Headlong Rush in order to get KO'd. But yeah, back to the battle. Okay, sorry about that. Can't tell what's happening at this point. Okay, cool, we're recording again. Hopefully everything's going okay. But yeah, our Prim goes down. You get Flame Orb burnt. At this point I have Tusk, and I can click Knockoff, and then like Endure to get through these turns. And that'll be fine. Hopefully the video looks okay. Now that's what I'm stressed about. But, okay, he protects. Getting rid of your own Trick Room, that's fine. Yeah, you take another round of Helmet, or Burn, sorry. And I think this is the last Trick Room turn. I'm actually just gonna get my rocks up. Headlong, that's fine, into my Helmet. Yeah, that's perfectly fine by me. Rocks go up. Alrighty. Twisted Dimensions are done. Perfectly fine. I can just go for a quick knockoff. Should KO this Ursa. Perfect. And at this point, we look pretty locked in. Scary things at this point are like Tusk, or not Tusk, Gren. I don't necessarily know if Gren has the move slots to be able to do it at once, because it's Grass Knot. It would need like Protect, Flying Move, and yeah, that's Zapdos, that's fine. I can just go. Okay, you're not Boots. Great thing that I clicked my rocks. I'm just gonna close combat, foil any Roost shenanigans. You Hurricane, misses, that's fine. At this point we're just sacking, so damn near kill. Defense, Spadef, Fall, Static, that's fine. I just don't want to like Grenin on a potential double or anything. And then I just close combat again. Heat Wave, perfectly fine by me. And Jolteon should be able to pick this thing up now. Don't need to tear or anything. Should just be a nice 4-0 right here. Yeah, hopefully this all works out. I think I just click Thunderbolt, because even though you're not Choice Scarf. Gren, I don't think you go Battle Bond Choice Scarf, even if you do. I think that's fine. But yeah, I think, I don't know, I mean, like, if you're Choice Scarf, you just get First Impressioned. So I think we have this. I take Rocks, and then I Thunderbolt. You have Shuriken, that's fine. It only hits twice. Fantastic. Thunderbolt should pick this off. And GG's to Dell. We see a nice little 4-0 victory for us. And yeah, hopefully you all enjoyed. Leave a like and subscribe. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time for week number 4. 3-0. Peace.